going?
Welcome to my channel. Glad you guys are back. If you haven't already, please sub below. Don't forget to like the video. Yep. Oh, you can follow me.
Serious thing.
Momo_25. You got the
here.
thumb there, but it was hidden
on the screen.
It'll be right there on the screen.
Anyways, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is
I'm answering for what I've done.
a boyfriend Q&A. You guys have been asking, so here we are. We're bringing it to you live from the beautiful San Diego. Sorry.
The one and only.
Yes.
Wales.
Sorry about the lighting in here, you know.
That was from Anchorman, if you're not a movie buff.
Like
So,
me.
I'm not just, saying random stuff. But I am. But usually it's because of movies.
This is so true. Okay, so you guys have been asking questions about our relationship, how we met, a lot of questions about Ryan, and so we thought...
No. She thought I'd like to answer them.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Which he does. Okay, so, yeah, what I was saying is sorry about the lighting. We are in San Diego in Ryan's hotel room, as you can tell. With this...
Oh, this is my crib.
Oh, this is his crib.
Either.
Straight from the Residence Inn here. Okay. Ready to get started, baby?
Sure.
I feel like first we should answer how we met, because a lot of people ask that.
Well, her sister was seeing my roommate at the time in college, and
Ryan went to CU. I went to school in Texas.
I'm
a year older than Ryan is, so I guess we'll start out. This was a question
like
too.
I'm older.
I'm 24. He's 23. Shush.
My cousin turns 20.
So we're about a year and
4 in June.
a year and a month apart. A year and 2 months apart. No, it's really more like a month because I'm 9 months. Anyways.
Off on a tangent there.
Yeah.
So I met her because my roommate was seeing her sister at the time at CU. Reached out over Instagram actually.
He slid into my DMs.
I did.
He did. Yeah, and then he likes to say that I kept him guessing for a few months.
She did. She did. So she said she was coming to town to help her sister move in a couple months, and we said it'd be nice to meet each other. But then she like ghosted me for a month and a half. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we're never meeting. And then, lo and behold, when she was in town, she messaged me, and then well, this will answer another question now about our first date. Our first date,
yes,
technically, was a double date with her sister and my roommate.
At the time,
We went and got ice cream.
We went to Sweet Cow. So good.
So good. So good.
Do you remember what ice cream I ordered?
The cookie one. The cookie butter. Cookie butter.
Oatmeal cookie.
Oatmeal
Good
cookie.
job.
I feel
like you got a chocolate milkshake.
She likes cookie butter a lot. No.
I think you got a chocolate milkshake.
I've never ordered a milkshake. Never.
What did you order?
The first time I ever ordered a milkshake was at Shake Shack last week. I've never ordered a milkshake before that.
Okay. And then our first real date, just the two of us. Ryan picked me up,
we went and saw a movie.
Secret Life of Pets.
So I don't have to talk to her. So if it was awkward, I could just be quiet and watch a movie.
No, but it was super cute because he was like, "Hey, I have a magic trick," and he put his hand out.
I was like, "Open your hand out like this."
And then
it
was so cute.
We were watching Secret Life of Pets.
He also brought me a present. He brought me Nerds.
Nerds, that's right.
It was very sweet. Okay.
What's your song? What's our song?
What is our song?
Shoot, whatever comes on the radio. I don't know. I don't think we have a specific song, but we definitely have listened to a lot of music together.
Yeah, we love music.
And try and listen to new songs all the time, so like we can, discover more.
Yeah, we like sending each other songs. From the very beginning, we sent each other songs.
I've gotten her to like music other than country. That's for sure.
Yeah.
When I met her, all she would freaking listen to, man, was country.
I went through a big country.
I'm a big mood listener, so I got ADD, everything. I'll change a song like 30 seconds in or something.
Seriously.
But I got her to start liking metal and like punk rock and stuff like that. And
when I was in the hospital, this is a funny little thing. when I was in the hospital, Ryan and my sister would put headphones in my ear and like play different music for me and everything. And I think you put on at one point, did you put on like a hard metal song or something? And my sister was like, she doesn't like that. And Ryan was like, yes, she does. And I like turned over because I was intubated, and I was like, he's like, yeah, see, she does.
No, sister.
So funny. I think we should talk about, obviously, we had a lot of questions about long distance.
Oh yeah,
and
man.
So okay, so when Ryan and I first started dating, I was living in Utah. Ryan was living in Colorado. He was still in school, and
started off long distance.
We started off long distance. So the first like 6 months of our relationship, we were long distance, and we actually did so well because, you know, it was a new relationship. It was exciting. I was thankfully in a place where I wasn't working as a nurse yet. I was working at a coffee shop. I had a pretty flexible schedule. Were you checking to see if there's things in your nose?
Nose hairs?
Okay.
No.
And so I was able to travel.
Time out. Had a long night last night, celebrating the dub. So
we celebrated a little bit last night. He's not still drunk.
No, I'm not
but
drunk.
This is a mimosa that we made.
I'm a little hungover, so.
They're with us here.
Hair of the dogs.
Being real. Okay, back to what I was saying. Shoot. I was able to travel a bunch to go visit Ryan in Colorado, which was really, really nice. So I think when we first started dating, we probably went about 3 weeks, maybe a month without seeing each other for the first whole 6 months.
I don't think it was that long. I think maybe 3 weeks the longest, right?
That we went, yeah. Because I was able to come visit him quite a bit during that first little bit.
Yeah. She was working at a little coffee hut.
Yeah. In Park City. Silver King Coffee.
I was in the parking lot of the supermarket.
Yeah, it's like in this little parking lot.
A drive-through, just a little shack. It looks like you put your tools in there.
But like from the very beginning of a relationship, I think it's important to say that like if you are dating an athlete or you are dating now a professional athlete, it's
you're dating anyone and you're not close enough to be around all the time.
It's a lot of sacrificing.
It's pretty hard, that's for sure. We're both sacrificing a lot to get to where we want to be.
Yeah.
And we both understand that pretty well, I think. And there's times that
we struggle.
Maddie's like, why do you hate me so much? Why do you leave me? Shoot, man. Chasing the dream. Yeah.
So I think it's important, like, so when I decided to move to Colorado for Ryan and for myself. Like, my sister was in Colorado, and I honestly did see myself there, so it just kind of worked out. So I moved to Colorado about 2 years ago, I think, now at this point. And so we lived in the same place for a long time, and then when Ryan started training for the NFL, he was living about 45 minutes away from me down in Highlands Ranch, and that was really... that was almost long distance again, too.
Right, it was separation without being
We would go the whole week without seeing each other, and then, like, most weekends we'd see each other. But, you know, one of us would have to do the drive, and we really made that work really well, though.
We did. Thankfully, my friend's family was nice enough to open up their house to me for so long. And they understood, and, I don't know, they're like family, that's for sure. Kept the doors open. But the long distance thing takes constant work, that's for sure, and there are definitely days where I really miss Maddie, and I've definitely thought, like, man, or if I'm having a bad day, maybe I have a bad practice, or I'm thinking about a couple specific plays I didn't do so well on or something. I feel like I don't want to be here sometimes. And, but that's just the negativity really getting to me, because where we're at right now, I think we're both really happy, and we've got big things going on, and you know, no one's life's on hold with us either, though, and we don't ask you either of us to put anything
our lives on hold. Yeah, I think that's what we do really well. Is I have my thing going in Colorado. I have our dog and our snakes, and we just got a house together, as you guys know if you watch our channel. And I think it's exciting to know that, like, the place he's in, it is where we both are is temporary. We're gonna be together again eventually. I think it was a big step to have a house together. So when he is home, like, we do get to be in the same place without our stuff everywhere. Like, it's, you know, it can be stressful, but I think at the end of the day, if, like, it does take work, and you have to keep your relationship alive in a lot of ways. We FaceTime a lot. We text a lot.
That's another thing, is the phone calls and the conversations. Poor Maddie, sometimes with how our schedule lines up, and she can finally call me. she's like the 5th person that calls or something.
Yeah.
I get off the phone, 5th person in a row, and sometimes it's, you know, it's hard for me to just be on the phone.
Right.
And then she suffers or whatever, but
I think just communication is like literally the thing that has gotten
it's
us
hard.
through.
Talking about how we're feeling so much, or
yeah,
where we're at, or what's going on, and how we're feeling right now that day, and what had happened already.
right.
Just being open, and the more we can talk like on the phone and stuff,
Yeah, the better.
really the better we understand each other.
Right.
Because it's so easy to take things the wrong way.
Oh
when
yeah,
you
like over
it.
text message.
Especially
for
if
sure.
you're already feeling some type of way, like if
Yeah.
you're upset or you're sad, and I text you something,
Yeah.
and I don't mean it in any bad way or whatever.
Right.
You read it how you feel, basically. So if you're upset, you read it angry.
Yeah.
If you're sad, you read it like I don't care, or so on and so forth. So you can kind of trick yourself sometimes. And so if we have any doubts or
Right.
spare time, we kind of just call and see what's going on. And
Right. Share about our day.
sometimes I gotta get off the phone, and man's like, okay, yeah, you can call me back, and call me back later, call me back, whatever.
Yeah.
And
We both have busy
So-
lives kind of going on separately, but at the end of the day, our lives, we're
Come
choosing to
together
spend our
and-
lives together. And so the more you share about your lives, and like there's days where I get super emotional, and Ryan's a trooper because he's able to kind of mellow me out and bring me back to like, this is why we're doing this. And it's
I mean,
true.
no,
I get,
yeah, like,
no,
you know
I
how
do.
to handle me, and
I get really
know
sad
how to
at
handle you,
times.
which is pretty good. And
I
that's
get
just
really
getting to know your
lonely
partner,
sometimes.
really.
Yeah.
I'm pretty easygoing. Kind of let you say whatever you need to say, and then I think
Keep going.
pretty.
I'm gonna get us another battery because it's flashing red.
Most of the time, I think I try and think pretty logically,
Yeah.
but it doesn't always show. She.
Changing the
Sometimes-
battery.
Okay, bye.
Hold on. Okay, so someone asked, was there a certain moment that you knew you loved me?
Yeah, I loved you. Of
I
course.
remember when you said that you did.
I
Let's see if you
think
remember the scene.
for me, it's hard. Like I'm not all lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
Like voicing like my feelings
Mhm.
and my affection for you, it's hard.
Yeah.
But I still I love you. I do love you.
It's developed a lot over time. It's-
But when you were sick,
yeah.
you could tell.
Oh,
I think your
100%.
parents said something too, but like I don't know, you mean a lot to me, and so
Yeah.
when you was down and out, I was like, come back.
I think.
That was hard.
I
That sucked.
remember.
That was really hard,
Yeah.
especially not sleeping too.
Yeah. I remember after I was sick, and at that point, like we'd been dating for a year and a half already. But when I did get sick, actually no, wait, was it a year? Yeah, no, we'd only been together for like, anyways, yeah, it was like a year and a half. After I was sick, Ryan, like, when I was still in the ICU, but I was getting better, he was like, can everyone leave the room, whatever, and it was just Ryan and I, and he sat there and he was like, you know, I thought I almost lost you, and
I think I
nothing-
you for making me cry, first of all.
Stop swearing so much. He's
Sorry,
a potty
guys.
mouth.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he just, you know, like nothing really prepares you for possibly losing someone that you love so much to make you realize like that you don't ever want to live without them, kind of thing.
It was tough. I think the really, really hard part was when they were like intubating you,
Yeah.
and they're gonna fly you to rifle, or fly you out of rifle, just because like the last time I
Yeah.
knew anyone who was there, and they got airlifted out of that hospital to another one. They didn't make it,
It was
unfortunately.
his best friend.
So I just kind of had like a rush of emotions from that experience coming back, just reminding me.
It
And
was
then
surreal for sure.
it was scary. And then I drove 3.5 hours to Denver. Got there like 2 a.m.
When I was on the plane.
and she was already there. Thankfully, you got there so fast.
I know. 'Cause
But-
they flew me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there were just a couple moments that were really defining for me.
Yeah.
That, you know, it wasn't just like, oh, I love this chick, like I love you, like
See, it's still hard to say. I think I remember though when you told me like when you knew you loved me was you looked over at me when we were in the car on our first road trip to Rifle.
Oh yeah, I took her home to see the Rents
like pretty
super
early on. Yeah, which was amazing. And I think that's when, like, early on you told me, you were like, I think I'm starting to fall for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then the way that we, like, told each other we loved each other. I was in Utah and he was in Colorado, and we'd been, like, just chatting all day kind of thing and FaceTiming. And we got off the FaceTime, and Ryan, like, right before we hung up, Ryan was like, I just love everything about you. And
I said, like, I love everything about you. Like, why do I feel like I want to say I love you?
Yeah.
And you said, I feel the same way.
I feel the same way. And then we hung up. And
Frick
then we
it.
hung
Love
up.
you.
No, then we hung up the phone. And then I texted him and I was like, so can we say it now? And he's like, and then he calls me back and he's like, I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Hung up on that.
It was
Yeah,
really
that's
freaking
what's
cute.
up.
It was
That's
really
what's
cute.
up. What else?
Okay. I'm gonna
Listen, y'all. This is my relationship. We'll get married when I gosh dang feel like it, alright? So,
okay. No,
there you go.
Here's the answer to marriage, kids, all that jazz.
Yes. There you go.
Yes to all of it. We definitely see it in our future. I think we're both so happy where we are right now.
I can't be married to her and be so far away, though.
Yeah, and
That shit sucks.
yeah, the place that we're in right now, like, we're in such a good place. We're both so excited for the future. I think my answer would be it's coming in the near future, but we're not putting, like, a timeline on it.
Yeah.
We're not in a rush.
No, yeah, no timelines. Then you start feel like you're getting rushed, or
Yeah.
like it's not happening according to plan, and you're like, my life.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're 30 with 6 cats, and you pushed away the only boyfriend you ever had.
And Ryan also, like, as tough as this exterior is, he's also very much romantic.
Tough
and,
exterior. Look, I got stitches, y'all.
And he wants
From
it to
work.
be. He wants it
I
to
got
be.
cut up at work, dog. Sorry.
Settle down, darling.
I'm just having
He
fun
wants.
with it.
I know. He wants it to be a surprise too when it does happen. So I don't know that.
So
like,
it sucks when people keep asking, because it's like, "Ooh, yeah, are you gonna answer them, son guy?" I'm like, yeah, I'll try. Shut up.
So that's the answer to that.
All right. Oh. So. Look.
When did we start dating? Ryan and I started dating
This is up for
2.5 years.
a negotiation here, or not negotiation.
November. It was
I
November
said
of
October.
2017. October and November. The thing is, like, we started date. Our first date was in August. Was that 2017? 2016.
It was 16 because you came
2016
to
was the year I graduated college. Yeah.
back away from me.
No. Okay. Well, you're huge. You
I'm
just
sorry.
take up
I'm trying
much
to-
room. Okay.
You came to the Pac-12 South Championship. You and your family.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That
Beat
was the
Utah in that
funnest
game.
game
Like
ever.
I played it so well.
That was such a good game.
We smacked that. Yeah, that's good.
So you want to talk about pet peeves?
Pet peeves. What does she do that really just grinds my gears? Shoot, I don't know. But when something's bothering me, I let her know. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I think we
Talk
both
about
do.
it.
We both do.
I don't
a good
know.
job of
I wouldn't say pet peeves, and it's good that I can't pick anything out off the top of my head right now.
it. Yeah. Same.
Because you don't want to keep track of the stuff that really just irks your chain about the person you're with. That's for sure. Because then you just start thinking about that negative stuff. It's like that episode of Friends. They made a list about Rachel and all the negative shit.
Yeah.
And then she found the list or whatever, and she was so upset. It was like, if you're focusing on the negative things or the things that piss you off, then
Yeah.
you're going in the wrong direction. So I would say, if just something that we don't like happens,
Mhm.
we talk about it, and then we give each other a chance to tell the other side of the other point of view, what happened or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, why'd you do that, or this or that? Well, I was trying to do the right thing, and I chose wrong, or
Yeah.
something happens, and that's what's really good about this relationship is the mutual respect, I think.
For sure.
And so then we can talk about things that bother us. So I would say there's no pet peeves because
Yeah.
we can talk about it, and then
Yeah.
we move on. And we don't let things that we can talk about and voice our opinion now, like
Let them fester.
and carry them on. There's no and then there's times where there's stuff that like maybe something happens and it pisses me off or I get upset. But then I have to take a moment and I step back and you think, like, is it really important for me to say anything about it right now or ever, or is it a big deal for, like, should I begin upset about it? Am I overreacting?
Right. I think we both do a good job of like doing
removing
that,
ourselves from the situation
doing that
bit.
before we bring it to each other, and then but if it is something that we feel strongly about, or I'm visibly upset about something, or like after thinking about it for a little while, bringing it to the table. Hold on.
Yeah.
And talking about it, because at the end of the day, you're two individuals that are choosing to spend your life together, and you're not gonna get along 100% of the time. We definitely have little bickers and stuff.
Not
but
gonna be easy, and no one ever says it's gonna be easy either, though.
Right.
So
your relationship should be easy in the sense that
you shouldn't think it's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows, though. But then if something's like going bad, it doesn't mean it's the end.
It takes
it's just
work. Like a
it's just
relationship
life.
should be easy, but it takes tons.
It's
of work.
like getting an argument with your friends or something. You know,
Right.
you guys don't always agree, and you can have a difference in opinion, but it doesn't mean you gotta be upset about it.
Yeah.
Or like let it ruin something.
Right. Okay. Would we consider getting another puppy?
Rick, yeah.
Yes. We actually talk about it very often.
I want to get a dappled dachshund. We'll put a picture up right there.
Yeah. I just want Ryan to be home so like we can experience it together and like pick it out together. Right now it would be challenging, but Chippy would love to have a friend.
I don't think I could like be the reason we got another animal and then live so far away and just dump it on her again.
Since I already have
3 of them.
3 of them. Okay, how does it feel dating a professional football player for me, and then how does it feel dating a nurse?
Shoot.
Great.
Well, my mom was she's a pediatric nurse practitioner, so that being said, I've never been sick a day in my life. I like what Maddie does. It's a very respectable profession. There's always a need for nursing.
Mm-hmm.
Nurses, medical field, I would say that typically, more often than not, people who are nurses, that when they become a nurse and they stick with it and everything, those people are very independent, task-oriented, and you're good at keeping a schedule and doing what you need to do, and you're very responsible, so I don't have to worry about BS with you or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it's good, plus kids or me or I'm feeling this type of way, talk to her how I'm feeling, or talk to my mom.
Yeah.
Just always have mom.
Yeah.
And then she said she could have stitched this up, so I would let her do it.
Yeah, I think like the same goes for what he just said about me, the same goes for him and his profession right now. Also because he, are you a ragamuffin?
Yeah, I haven't showered yet, y'all.
I know I made him do this before he showered. He is also very independent and responsible and knows that when he has to work, he puts in the work and is very sacrificial for our relationship and our future and our family and our future family.
Doing this for us, y'all.
Yeah. So it's amazing. And we were talking about it this morning at breakfast. Like, I love watching him play football. It makes all the long distance worth it. Like, every game day that I get to watch, to be there on the sideline, like, seeing him do what he loves and making me so proud is like,
she's really good,
unbeatable.
Really, really good. Let me have my freaking space on game day.
Yeah.
I get in the mindset on game day, and she lets me have the time that I need to like get ready. And honestly, you gotta get your mind right, because you're going out there and playing defense, throwing your body around. You hit people, you're gonna get hit. Stuff's gonna happen. It's gonna be hectic.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta like really have like the mindset of a predator out there. And
yeah.
She lets me get into that mindset, and there's no talking. Don't talk to me.
Yeah. Game days are very
really
much just like chill. Ryan does his thing. He watches film. I usually like go work out if I'm here, of course. And even if I'm not here, it's a game where they're traveling or I'm not, with him physically. Just knowing like to give them their time and their space, because this is their one day of the week. Not that they haven't worked all week, but this is like the time that they shine, and this is actually what makes or breaks their
make
job.
or break. Yeah, and you can get cut the next day if you don't perform well enough, and so that feeling is pretty cutthroat, but it's also pretty amazing when you guys can all pull everything together and you come out with a win, or you play really stout on defense, or you have a killer game on offense, and I don't know. You can't explain the feeling, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's one of a kind.
Something she'll never know.
That's true. I just know it. I know it from
to explaining it either.
I know it from the other side of things, obviously.
Yeah, you gotta get
like what it feels like when he goes out there and I see him out there, and when we win, and when, you know. Anyways, okay. I think we should answer what our favorite thing about each other is. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I think my favorite thing about Ryan is the way that he treats people, whether they're mopping the floors, taking out the trash, or they're the richest person in the world. Like, Ryan, from the day I've met you, really, like, says hi to everyone, makes friends with people, is very, very polite and respectful, and like one of the most caring people, honestly, I've ever met. Like, really. No, he really is. Like, he seriously is so nice to people, and so genuinely nice. Like, it's not fake. He could make friends with anyone, anywhere.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because I grew up on a ranch and I couldn't talk to people, and all I had was animals. So I had to use my imagination. I didn't have anyone my age to play with, so I was always playing by myself.
Yeah.
So I used my imagination. I was like talking to myself. You just talk to yourself as a kid. In the cattle, in the horses, and the llamas.
Yep.
Spend a lot of time on your own. So when you,
I
like meeting people and talking to people. And there's definitely times that I'm just like, I don't want to speak to anybody.
Yeah. But you also just were raised, like, you just were raised very well, and you're very respectful and compassionate, and like literally anyone could come to Ryan, and like whether it's one of his fans or, you know, someone that watches my channel or just anyone, like, and Ryan would give them the time of day and have a conversation and make them feel special leaving that conversation. Like, you're just very, very good at that.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. You noticed.
Of course I noticed that.
Yeah, my parents just always used to say that when I would leave the house, they always reminded me, and I would actually get annoyed because I knew it was coming. One, I'm like trying to go out the door.
Yeah.
Two, I know they're gonna say it, and three is like I've heard it every time. But it's true though. It sticks in your head when they say that you're a representation of the family, that you represent our family name, like, you know, and to add to it, like, your name is your product basically. So if
it's your brand,
it's your reputation, and you don't want to be known in a bad way, that's for sure. So, and
do something nice for someone each day.
Yeah.
Like, that was something Ryan told me from the very beginning of us starting dating, was something his mom would always say.
Do something nice for somebody.
Do something nice for
The
someone.
whole pay it forward type of thing.
Yeah.
You never know what other people are going through, or what, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you're going through a hard time, someone will do something for you, and they don't even know they're doing anything that's huge for you, and you're just like, wow, that's awesome. That really helps out.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing about?
Favorite thing about Maddie? I love how much you care about people.
Yeah.
And care about me and your family. I enjoy how much you are faith driven, your faith, because it's something that I just, like, I have struggled and been in and out with for quite some time for, various reasons. I don't know, and you're consistent. You're so consistent, and you're full of love. You're everything that, like, people want to be, almost. You know, you show up when you're supposed to. You just do what you say you're gonna do. You listen. You give advice. You're a great friend. Probably gonna be a great mother and a great wife. You're a great sister. The love that I see between you guys and your family is huge, and it makes me really happy to, like, see that you love your family that much.
Thank you so much. We both come from very, very loving families. I think that's one thing that drew us together.
What?
Yes, we do. So much love, like, and support, and
if you were a dog, you'd be happy. So,
like, very close knit families.
You get all the pets, all the affection you need. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Yeah, we can talk about that actually. So, future goals.
Yes.
Career-wise, I wanna, take the next step and get to the NFL again. I was there very briefly.
Yeah.
A couple days, and it was long enough to get a taste and know I like it. So I want to go back there and take football as far as I can for as long as I can, really. And then once that's over, I've thought about getting into medical sales, actually, orthopedics, and I thought about that before I even met Maddie.
Yeah,
and now
which is kinda cool.
She's an OR nurse, so she's putting all the groundwork for me, so I can
with all the reps,
slide right on in there after football.
Yeah,
maybe that, or
so
the ski industry. Growing up in Rifle, close to Aspen, you know, about an hour and a half away from about 8 different mountains.
Yeah.
So.
And I grew up in the ski industry because my dad's in the ski industry.
I'm pretty passionate about, and
it's very close to both of our.
I actually didn't get to go at all this last year, and I've done it since every year since I was little.
Yeah.
So that was pretty hard to not be able to do it this year, just because football is not my job.
Yeah, can't get hurt doing anything else.
Yeah, and I don't want to give them any reason to get rid of me, you know? I want to give them every reason to keep me.
For sure.
So,
but definitely after football, like, he snowboards, I ski, but like it's something that'll always be a priority for us and our future family for sure, because we both love it so much.
Right. We've talked about like moving out of state,
where we want to live,
like Montana.
Yeah.
We
really like
Utah, California.
So
somewhere where I can do the snow, because I definitely felt that missing that season this year.
For sure.
Plus, Colorado's getting pounded.
So is Utah.
They're having so much snow right now that there are avalanches that like are covering the road now.
Yeah. Okay, this one's just cute, so I just wanted to ask it. For Ryan, would you want to be in the NFL? If so, what team would you want to? What would you want the team closest to Madison?
Oh, totally. If not though, like,
any team. We're good with any team.
With
and
Maddie's profession,
I'll make it close.
she could hop, skip, and a jump, and she could be there. So
yeah, which is really nice.
Any
about
NFL
being
team, I'd want to be on a team where I felt comfortable, obviously, but where the players and everyone are professionals, and they're about their money, they're about executing their job, they're about being better as a unit.
Absolutely.
And they're very goal oriented. I don't want to be a part of a team that's just kind of, hey, whatever, we're just here hanging out, collecting a paycheck.
Yeah. And like that's supportive and like uplifting for like the new guys, the rookies.
And that can be really hard to find in an NFL team.
Yeah.
But I guess I wouldn't know from experience, so I would just be very happy to be able to be on. Excuse me. I'd be very happy to be able to go to the NFL and play there for a while. And whichever team that would invest in me, I guarantee you they would see a return on their investment.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I agree with that. I'm his biggest fan ever. Okay, last question, and then we'll get you all out of here. What are your thoughts on YouTube? And are you proud of me?
YouTube? It's different for me. You gotta try and be comfortable in front of the camera and videotaping, and
right.
I know I give Maddie a hard time whenever she wants to take a picture with me or something. I don't really like that. I like it to be more natural. I don't like things that seem staged.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely support Maddie. I think there's a lot of good that's coming out of it, and there's a lot of people that she's able to reach and connect with doing this, and
like
that's
all
been
of you.
When she was talking to me about starting this whole thing, she was telling me about why she wanted to do it, and I think her why sounded very strong, and I think it'd be a good pillar to reach good foundation to reach people and build upon. So I'm behind her 100%. That's for sure. She's doing good things, and
we're both very proud of each other.
I think this is a good way we can both help the other people if they have questions. Talk to them.
Absolutely.
Just lending an ear if someone needs it. So
yeah. Okay guys,
deuces.
If you liked this video, which I hope you did, Ryan got very out of his comfort zone to share these things with you guys. Because,
not gonna happen often, but
because he really is a trooper for doing this with me. So I love you. Thank you. You're my number one.
Love you too.
If you liked, please hit subscribe down below. Like this video, comment, follow us on Instagram. I will leave our links right here. And continue to follow our journey together. And if you guys have more questions, you can always DM either of us. I think we're both very good about getting back to people. I like to try to respond to every single comment and question that you guys have on Instagram and YouTube. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Did I hit your finger?
Yeah, you went